I look like Hagrid. Not so Hagrid. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I've made a decision. I've been wanting to do this for, I don't know, 10 years, not even exaggerating, but I've wanted to do YouTube videos for about that long. But there's always that little voice in your head that tells you not to do it, even though you know that it's a good idea because you enjoy it. So anyway, made a decision, I'm going to do it. This is my first video. Well, technically not my first YouTube video, because I've done videos before, but first proper video going back to YouTube and doing it properly. Fingers crossed. So today I thought I would do just a simple ease you back into YouTube video, and I'm going to do a full face of Body Shop makeup because I am a massive fan of their makeup. I think they're so underrated, and I've got a whole pile of goodies next to me to show you. So first I am going to prepare my skin, and I'm going to use Body Shop Vitamin E toner, and this is great if you've got normal or dry skin. I have already used the tea tree toner, just because I find that this really does give the face, it really does make the face just a blank canvas, and obviously helps to fight blemishes as well, which I have got one here, so trying to get rid of that because that's not paying any rent, is it? So just swiping that all over my face. And also I'm going to use the moisturiser that goes with that toner. It's the Vitamin E moisturiser, so we don't want too much because this is quite a rich cream and I don't want my face to be too dewy. So once the moisturiser all applied and settled into my skin, I'm going to apply a primer, and it's the Insta Blur all-in-one primer, and this is quite it feels quite like a silicone, so it is quite thick, but I do find that my makeup really does go on nicely and lasts throughout the day with this on. I try to concentrate it in my T-zone, definitely around the nose, a little bit under the eyes and across here as well, because I've got quite large pores, so I kind of want to fill them in, and my chin. Okay, so I've just clipped my hair back so that I don't get any makeup in it because it's just washed, and if you're like me and you don't wash your hair every single day, you know how much of a fuss it is if you get your hair dirty before you anticipate getting your hair dirty. For foundation, I'm going to use the Fresh Nude foundation. This shade is a little bit darker than my original shade I usually am. This shade, it is a little bit darker, but I've still got some remnants of tan left. Probably doesn't look it, but I still do have a little bit of tan on, so I'm going to use Hawaii Macadamia and just hope that it matches me at the moment, because I'm a complete beginner when it comes to tan, and last time I tanned before this time was about 4 years ago, and I just went for it. So I'm going to be using a Body Shop Beauty Blender sponge as well, which is like this, quite soft. Just going to use a pump and a half. I think that matches okay. Let me take this off because that's annoying. So this Fresh Nude foundation is quite a dewy finish. You're definitely not going to want to use this if you've got oily skin. And I would say that it is light to medium coverage. Now I'm going to avoid putting it on my eyelids today. I usually do put it all over my eyelids, but I've got quite oily eyelids and it really annoys me. So I'm just going to avoid putting it on my eyelids today, just to see if it makes a difference to the oiliness of my eyelids. Okay, that's all blended. You can see there that you can still see the skin underneath, so it is quite a natural look. So if you're looking for something full coverage, I wouldn't go for this one. But it's just really nice, you know, for day-to-day wear. And I don't feel like I can feel it on my skin. It's just settled right in nicely. So that's foundation done, and that was the Fresh Nude in Hawaii Macadamia. Okay, so because I kind of do want to put a little bit of eyeshadow on today, I'm just going to use what was left on the Beauty Blender sponge and just dab it over my eyelids. I know I said that I wouldn't, but I don't really have an alternative that's not going to make my eyelids oily to put over them, and they are quite veiny as well, so kind of need to do something if we're going to put some eyeshadow on, but just maybe not as much product as what I would normally use. Okay, so next we are going to do eyebrows, and I actually really do like this product. It's a product that I use every single day. It's the Brow Sculpt 3-in-1 Contouring Brow Pen. So this is the compartment that I use. It's kind of like the mascara wand part. But it also has a pen, like a waxy pen tip, and a powder tip. So if you were somebody that really does sculpt out your eyebrows for a really defined look, then this is going to be perfect for you. This is in the shade light brown. Deliveries. So the 3-in-1 brow pen. I always just use this mascara tip. But it's very pigmented and a lot of product comes out. So I've saved the old one. And what I do, actually, that's the new one. That's the old one. What I do is I will brush my brows through with the empty product, just to make sure that the eyebrows are all going in the same direction. And then I'll get the new product, scrape off the excess because a lot does come out, trust me. And then I apply it really lightly. Just like that. And then brush them through again with the empty product. Just like that. And then we're going to do eyeshadow, and the Body Shop actually recently launched 2 eyeshadow palettes. They've launched a natural one and one with more colourful shades in. So this is the natural one, It's called Own Your Naturals. And this is the more colourful one, which is called Paint in Colour. As you can see, I've used them a couple of times already, but today we are going to use the Naturals palette. It is raining. I've just straightened my hair, but I need to go out to a doctor's appointment, so that's going to be fun. Okay, so I'm just going to use this kind of milky brown kind of colour in the crease on a Smashbox. I just got this out of, I think it was the Smashbox Full Exposure palette that I got this from, but it's just the first fluffy brush that I picked up out of the pot, so that's the one I'm going to use. I'm just going to dip in to that milky brown colour. They are quite pigmented, but they do have a little bit of a kickback as well, so prepare for a little bit of fallout. And I'm just going to put that in my crease. See how pigmented they are? Let me tap it off. And I'm just going to run the excess that's still on the brush just under my eyes. Just to give it a little bit of balance and to tie everything together. And I'm going to do the other eye exactly the same. So I wouldn't exactly say that this shade is what you would call a transition shade, but it is just really good to get the shape down and create some definition to the eyes. And I'm just going to run the excess under the eye like the other side. And then because it's, I'm not actually going anywhere, I'm just going to a doctor's appointment, it's the daytime, it's raining, I'm just going to do this frosty pink shade all over the lid. I'm going to just apply that with my finger. It's quite chunky, that. I'm just going to apply it to my lid. Ooh. Kind of catch the inner corner as well, just to give your eyes a little bit of a more awake appearance. I think them two colours together are going to look really nice once they've been blended. Just going to apply the same to the other side. That is a really pretty colour. And don't forget to catch the inner corner. Just like that. And then I'm going to run the excess sort of just here. Just to tie the look together. And then I'm going to take that same brush and just blend the edges of the brown and the pink together. Just to make it look a little bit more put together and seamless. I'm just going to take this blending brush by Unique. It's got no product on it. And just blend out those edges. And I've just realised I've been filming this whole video without turning my light on. Clever. Okay. So we're going to finish eyes, and I'm going to do some eyeliner and some mascara. Obviously, all Body Shop, as the title of the video suggests. This is the eye definer in black. And I'm just going to put that onto my waterline. I would have used a brown eyeliner, but I don't have a Body Shop brown eyeliner, so that wasn't an option today. So for mascara, I'm going to use a Happy Go Lash. That is another new release by the Body Shop. And as soon as I tried this, it became one of my favourites. So I'm going to use this today. And I do scrape off the excess because just like the brow products, a lot of product comes out that is not necessarily needed. And then we're going to apply. Oh, I'll have to stay there. Oh. I think I'm just going to do another layer of mascara. Give it that little bit extra more. What? Okay, and then onto the back to the face. Sorry, we are going to do some bronzing, and we are going to use the Honey Bronze powder bronzer in the shade 03. And this is what it looks like in the pan. I'm just going to use this bronzing brush by XO Beauty. Give it a good dip. Normally you would set this foundation, but the only powder I have is from the Body Shop is the matte clay powder, which is matte clay, and it's also a different shade. It's quite a lighter shade compared to the foundation that I was using. So I think I'm just going to have to give the powder a miss today, and just deal with what we're dealing with at the moment. For lips, I am going to be using this matte lipstick in the shade Sienna Rose. It's just a nude, a really nice nude. What I like about the Body Shop matte lipsticks is that they don't actually dry your lips out. Normally matte lipsticks are quite drying, but this still has quite a creamy texture to it, which I really, really like. And that is it for the full face of Body Shop makeup. One more step is to set the makeup. Since I didn't set the makeup with powder, it will be a good idea to use a setting spray, and this is obviously the Body Shop makeup setting spray. What I hate about setting spray is that it gets in your hair, because there's no control over the spray. And that is it for my full face of Body Shop makeup. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you come across this channel, because yeah, it would make me really happy. Video that If you could please give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to. Don't forget to click the bell button so that you are notified when I upload my videos. And until then, I will see you next time. Bye.